I'm starting a new series called Stuff You Don't Want to Hear, but I'm going to tell you anyway because it's true. And today's topic is going to be job hopping because you are going to hear this narrative over and over and over again from influencers who are going to tell you how they job hop their way to more money. And it's true, you can make more money if you are strategically shifting jobs. But here's where the problem comes. At some point, the next company you want to work for is going to hold that job hopping against you. Maybe you have 7 jobs in 5 years and you increase your salary from 60,000 to 100,000 in that period. And that's awesome. But at some point, they're going to look at you and they're going to say, walk me through the last time you implemented a year-long strategy and then iterated on it in year 2. And you haven't had a single job where you were able to stay there and implement a strategy over the course of 2 years. Or you burn bridges and you have a hard time getting positive references. Or they start down leveling you. Instead of bringing you in as a marketing manager, they say, hey, we're going to bring you in as a specialist. You need to prove yourself. And you put yourself at more risk because if they decide to do layoffs, they want to consider tenure, you haven't been there long enough to deliver results. Now, the thing I want to note is I'm not saying don't job hop. I am saying you need to be strategic and thoughtful about it. Early in your career are the perfect times to job hop because you can get in, you're very execution focused. But as you grow, they expect that you're driving longer term strategies. So think about the arc of your resume. If you were at one company for 5 years and then you go to your new one and you're there for 10 months and you get a great offer, you can go ahead and take that because you don't look like a job hopper. But if your last 3 tenures were under a year, it might make sense to tough it out at your current role and try to get to the 2 year mark. The thing you have to remember is you're crafting a narrative around your career journey, and you want that journey to be one of someone who goes in, delivers strong results over and over again. Those are the people that get promoted, those are the people who have great opportunities. You don't want that narrative to be the person who comes in for a few months, doesn't really do anything, and then hops on to the next place. It might work for you 2 or 3 or 4 times, but eventually it's going to catch up to you and it's going to start negatively impacting you. And I know that people don't want to hear this. And I know people are going to get in my comments and say companies need to stop holding job hopping against people. And that's fine. We can have a separate conversation. I'm not making a conversation right now saying that that is right or wrong. What I am doing is bringing you the reality. And the reality is that a lot of companies will hold job hopping against you. And if you don't want them to do that, then you have to be strategic about how you are managing your career.